companies just like banks and make it super easy for you to do. Like it's a lot of banking information I never knew when I was a kid. One of them is like, don't go to a bank. Go open up with a credit union. Credit union will like forgive almost anything you ever fucking do. And stuff like that. Like
that's what I have now.
Exactly. And in return, I rebuilt my credit that way because I had a loan against my assets. So basically, what I did is I had $1,000. I gave them $1,000. They gave me $800 loan. Every time I paid off the loan, I get money back. They released that $1,000 portion of it. So like if I pay $50, I get $60 back. And they were just telling me just keep it in every month, paying that $50, and you'll get $60 back every single month. And then eventually your credit starts building up, and you'll be perfectly fine again. I didn't know about this show when I was a kid. I never got taught about it when I was a kid. I never knew about credit. I never knew nothing like that. One of my biggest regrets is like not ever learning how to set myself for the future.
They don't teach you that.
They're
not going to teach you to set yourself up.
I know, but I had like 4 years of like stupid social studies. Like I had one class called Texas history. What the fuck do I want to know about Texas history for? How is that going to be useful?
Well, did you forget about the Alamo?
I've forgotten it quite a few times.
Oh, that was not a good history class.
Not only that was not a good history for us. We lost that fight. I don't want to remember our fight we lost.
Well, I had a teacher in 7th grade that was like, when she was talking about the Alamo, she's like, look around. This was part of Mexico. We could have all been sitting here talking in Spanish right now. And I'm like, bitch, not me. I wouldn't have been here. We were all like immigrants. We're going to America. We would have been in Oklahoma. Goodbye.
And then me next to you would be like, bitch, we do that shit now.
Yeah.
We're talking Spanish now.
Oh, no. Welcome to the All Regerts podcast, a podcast about regrets. I will be your host, Sam Narani, with my co-host, Omar Gonzalez. Was that part of your deal too? You were going to
Mexican
grade school?
Yes, high school with a bunch of Mexicans. Yes.
Maybe you had a different. On the playground, if you were talking in Spanish or a non-English language with your friends, the teachers would get pissed.
Oh, wow.
And then, they got the other kids that, we speak English. And I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I don't think we. No, actually, that's not true. In Lubbock, Texas, I got jumped for not knowing, because I was one of the only Mexican kids there.
I got jumped for being brown too.
Hell yeah. High five.
Dallas.
Lubbock, Texas. Yeah. No, I got stabbed for being Mexican one time.
I just got beat up with textbooks.
Oh, beat up with textbooks sucks. Yeah. No, I got
stabbed, dude.
I got stabbed with a pencil. Number 2 pencil. Guy was trying to go for my eye. This white kid, and then I just put my hand up there. It got stuck right here, and then the pencil was hanging on my freaking arms. And everything with the lead inside and all that stuff. I had 2 girl witnesses that saw it, and they were freaking out ah!
Fuck.
Yeah. And
Did
then
you have to go to the hospital?
You're so adorable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
No,
they just we pulled we pulled it out, but the lead was still in there. I went home and told my mom about it, and she's like, "All right, cool." She gets one of those needles, puts it over the flame of the kitchen flame, and just says, all right, I'm going to need you to sit down, stick your hand out. Here's a piece of belt. Just bite down on that. Ironically, here's a pencil. Here, bite down on that pencil that you got stabbed with. And just bite down. And then she went in and started digging to get the lead out. That pain was just so goddamn excruciating. After a while, I just said, you know what? Fuck this. I don't care if I die of lead poisoning. I'm just going to die. That's just how I'm going to go out. And I just stormed out. And I still have that lead, if you look into it, to this day. And everything. You could just see
I see it looks like it's trying to push out. It's going to push out.
Yeah, that's how I'm saying. I've had that since I was 6th grade.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All because, like I said, I was talking Spanish one day, and I think this white kid didn't like it.
People get weird about that.
Mm-hmm.
They always think that you're talking about them.
You ever go to Korea?
That fucking important.
You never go to a Korean nail place or something like that?
They are talking about you.
Oh,
hands down.
yeah, they are. 100%. But yeah, like I said, like I got one of my many fights and everything. I just got stabbed for being brown and talking
Yeah.
Mexican.
That's one of my regrets too, being brown. That's the regret we both share.
True, but like one of them that I kind of like regret is that like I grew up talking English mostly, so I am fluent in Spanish, but not that great.
I
Like-
am same with Urdu.
Yeah, but how often do you run into your culture today on that?
Pretty regularly.
Really?
Surprisingly.
Is it just like exclusively to this area or like?
Oh no, just you go. Oh God. Okay, so stereotypes. Go to convenience stores. That's where I get to talk the language the most.
Fair.
Because like there's almost always a brown guy from like India or Pakistan or something in the back that's like burr, burr, burr. Like Robert's been with me and they're just like burr, 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 burr. And I'm like and it's cool.
Is that how you guys go? Burr, burr, burr. Is that how you guys talk?
That's how
Burr, 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 burr,
all
burr, burr.
languages
Burr, burr, burr.
sound. Burr, burr, burr,
Burr,
burr,
burr,
burr, burr, burr, burr. Yeah.
burr.
That was English. That was Korean. That was that was all of it.
You guys talk like little Yorkies? Is that what you guys talk?
It's so cute. We're all adorable.
Oh. We all like to be petted.
Oh, don't we all? I like my belly rubbed.
Oh.
Don't touch my belly.
Guys, when you go up to Sam, if you're going to touch her belly, do it with consent. That's all I'm saying.
I will still bite you.
That
And I draw blood. Try.
Yeah, but like I said, one of the biggest things that I have is that like I just not learning Spanish fully and everything, because this is one of those situations where like my mom speaks exclusively Spanish. I'm a very shy kid, so I didn't really talk at all. I had to go to language therapy and everything because I didn't say my first word until I was 5.
Oh,
And like we actually had to go. I actually had to kind of go to therapy for it and stuff like that and talk to. And the person who did the therapy was English. So my mom had a chance of like him learning exclusively Spanish or him learning exclusively English. And they were like, teach him English. He's going to need it in the States, which is true. I need English a lot more. But there's always a part of me that kind of like wishes that like I learned. Because learning a language now is a bitch.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, have you tried to like ever like speak Mandarin or something like that or whatever, or just?
I tried to learn Arabic a couple years ago, and I think I got hoarse, and I don't know it anymore.
I took 4 years of Latin, and all I know is that sex is 6.
I like that.
D9.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had like a mnemonic device. Cool.
No, sure. That's it. That's just it. Like I just learned sex is 6, and that's 4 years of like Latin. But to be fair though, the majority of the time we were just watching movies in class. The teacher would just put on a movie, and we're just fucking watching it.
Dude, I had a substitute teacher in AP history, and the movie we watched was
Wow, I feel like I gotta give you a swirly for just being in AP history.
Okay, look, the substitute was like, "This is history, A Knight's Tale. Let's sit here and watch this." And I was like, "This is nowhere near accurate."
You saw a better movie. We just saw Blue Streak. Like I've seen Blue Streak 15 times in high school during class.
That was our Silicon Valley. No, Silicon Pirates? The one about Steve Jobs versus...
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw smart movies. We just saw dumb movies with Martin Lawrence.
That was so... Oh, and Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver?
So much Stand and Deliver. My God.
First of all, what's with all these teachers watching the same fucking movies?
I think they all share the same Blockbuster video card. I can only rent one at a time. I owe so many fees. But the guy that owns it's my wife's brother, so he's cool.
One time, and I think I'm the reason Blockbuster went out of business.
Oh, wow.
I owed a $50 fee because I ended up losing the DVD of the entire series of Sex and the City.
Wow. Omar.
Yeah.
What you're saying is, if only Blockbuster had $50 more,
they would still be in business.
Be
they would still be if everybody actually paid their fucking fees.
Okay, if they blew up Netflix headquarters and had $50, They would be here. Maybe even Hollywood Video.
They could have done it for $50, man. You could find somebody in the dark net or something like that back in the day.
Oh, hell yeah. Damn. Anyways, so how do you have any regrets
About
being the downfall of Blockbuster Video?
No, because Blockbuster Video is fucking trash.
Hell yeah.
But
no regrets. This is a podcast about regrets, not achievements.
No, okay. So back to kind of like not speaking Spanish. The reason that I kind of wish I learned more Spanish was because like a lot of my family are from Juarez and Mexico and everything like that. And sometimes like I'll talk to them, but like I get phrases, I get words mixed up, and so I'll hear Spanish. I could watch like Univision and just understand it mostly. And then you go down to Mexico. I go down to Mexico. I could talk mostly Spanish. But then after a while, people start figuring out it's like, oh, he doesn't know everything, and they start talking to you weird. They start talking like you're a kid or something like that, where it's just like you're slow.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, okay. So I've talked to Urdu speakers that talk really, really fast, and it takes a second.
No, and Mexicans they talk like super freaking quick.
Is that part of it?
That's
like,
another reason.
I need to hear it to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not only that, like there's like first of all, I don't know how to read and write in Spanish for shit.
I don't know how to do that for Urdu either.
Fair, but like I said, if you start like somebody's talking Spanish to me, I could keep up a conversation with them, but I'm gonna miss a word here or there.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'm gonna try to respond, and I'm like, it might look like because in my mind I gotta like translate it, get the English phrase right, and then translate it back, and then talk to them back to it. It's not fluid.
It's like you're parsing it slowly in your head.
It's like my brain is running like on XP.
It's like instead of Google Translate, you're basically early version of Babelfish.
Oh, Babelfish?
I said what I said.
No, what is Babelfish?
It was like an early version of Google Translate.
Jesus. Did that actually
like
did it actually work or something? Yeah.
You go to Babelfish and you type in a phrase and go English to Spanish or whatever to whatever, and then it'd take a couple seconds and it'd come back. It's a lot like Google Translate.
It is, but you ever like sometimes post something like write something in Spanish and then you have to check with Google Translate, or write something in another language and then have to check with Google Translate to check if you got it right?
Yeah, because like the sentence structure is so weird.
Oh.
Between the two languages.
Yeah.
That's why, like, all your bases belong to us. That was just a weird translation.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Translating things like word for word sounds it comes up with some insane phrases and stuff like that. Like it's just. Sometimes Google Translate works pretty well, and other times it's just so wrong. Like it just sounds like, oh, like no, I'm asking for directions. I'm not trying to have him want to know how he cooks his fish. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, it's just so insane and stupid. And it's just like, but again, like, you ever hear like the ones where they have like the earpieces now, where like you can start talking into it and it translates instantly.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
It's Star Trek. That's what those little badges were for and everything like that. Like supposedly they put the badge on there. You could talk to any person in any language. Everything gets automatically translated to English.
That's what those badges are about?
I think so. I'm not a Star Trek geek, but I think I know that part. I know that's what those badges were for.
I know in Doctor Who, as long as the TARDIS is around, that's how it works. Like you can just talk in Greek, but I'll hear an English accent.
An English accent. Does the turtle have an English accent?
Yes.
Oh, that is.
Communicate.
Do you think that animals, animals who migrates from one area to area, like if I took a cat from America and have him talking to a cat in Asia, or in China,
they'd be like, "What the fuck is this guy saying?"
Now, do they have? You think animals have cat? Do they have different accents? Two wagtails means yes.
Oh, is that what that means?
That's what it means.
Okay, so one wagtail means no. Oh, he reconfirmed the yes. He just wagged it twice again. Wow.
Yeah, they know how to talk. There you go.
Huh. I like how the cat communicated non-verbally about a question that was about verbal things.
You know what? To be fair, like 75% or whatever bullshit number of nonverbal communication is all communication.
Wow, Dr. Doolittle. Thank you.
I'm surprised you go like Dr. Douche Little. Hey, Dr. Douche Little, thank you for that information.
Maybe you should do some more. That was our show. Thank you again for listening. And please follow us on Instagram at Regerts Pod, and Facebook, and on all the other social media stuff. And subscribe. If any of these stories have inspired you to come up with a regret, send us your regrets at allregertspod@gmail.com.
Does the turtle have an English accent?
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Communicate.
Do you think that animals, an animals who migrates from one area to area, like if I took a cat from America and have him talking to a cat in Asia, or in China,
they'd be like, "What the fuck is this guy saying?"
Now, do they have? You think animals have cat? Do they have different accents? Two wagtails means yes.
Oh, is that what that means?
That's what it means.
Okay, so one wagtail means no. Oh, he reconfirmed the yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, they know how to talk. There you go.
Huh. I like how the cat communicated non-verbally about a question that was about verbal things.
You know what? To be fair, like 75% or whatever bullshit number of nonverbal communication is all communication.
Wow, Dr. Doolittle. Thank you.
I'm surprised you go like Dr. Douche Little. Hey, Dr. Douche Little, thank you for that information.
Maybe you should do some more.